Brilliance and genius will always defeat brute force and strength. This is a game that has been played between Adolf Andersen and Lionel Kieseritzky over 150 years ago, and yet, to this day, it is remembered as the Immortal Game. In this position, both of the white rooks are hanging, and it seems like white will have to give up one of the two. And since rooks are pretty valuable in chess, you would imagine that white is going to save one of these. But you would be mistaken. In this position, Adolf Andersen plays bishop to d6, now attacking the bishop, but of course the black bishop can simply ignore this and take the rook on g1. And now the issue is that if you capture this bishop, you're going to lose the other rook with check and be completely lost. But this game is not called the Immortal Game for no reason. And in this position, having just lost a rook and with one other rook hanging with check, Adolf Andersen plays the last move that you could possibly think of. e5. A move that doesn't begin to make sense. This simply hangs the other rook with check, and now the bishop is also defended by the queen. The king has to move. But I want you to pay attention to something very important. Look at these black pieces, asleep, back in their starting squares. And now look at these white pieces, being so close to this white king, and all pointing towards him. In chess, piece activity is the real king. And after black plays knight to a6 to prevent this check from the knight, this is where we see the point of the incredible idea that white was preparing with e5. e5 cut the communication of the black queen with the g7 square, which now allows the very precise knight to g7 check. If it wasn't for this pawn, the knight would be simply hanging and black would be winning. But in this situation, black is now forced to move the king to d8. And you might think, so what? There are no more checks. This would be captured by the knight, and this would be captured by the other knight. Black is simply going to defend and then finish developing these pieces. But the black pieces are too late to this party, and Adolf Andersen pulls up his sleeves and plays queen to f6. Being down 12 points of material, he gives up another 9 points, being now left with only 2 knights and 1 bishop. And yet, black is lost. This move, which forced the capture of the queen, because otherwise this was going to be checkmate, distracted this black knight from the defense of e7, and now bishop to e7 is an immortal checkmate. And just like that, Adolf Andersen made sure that we would remember his name 170 years later. If you love historical chess, follow me for more.